just want to have Terry Sanofsky, who's the chair of the advisory board for the Science Network and director of the Computational Neurobiology Lab here, and a Howard Hughes medical investigator and a professor of just about everything under the sun, to say a few words about Francis Crick.
I do want to welcome everybody here on behalf of the Crick Jacob Center for Theoretical and Computational Biology, which I direct here at the Salk Institute. Francis, if he were here, would have much to add to our discussion. He was, as many of you know, a devout atheist, which is not to say a militant atheist. He probably did more than anybody I know to demystify the nature of life and the nature of consciousness. In fact, he was working on that problem on his very last day here on Earth. And I think it would be appropriate to quote from his last book entitled The Astonishing Hypothesis, which, as you know, was the hypothesis that everything that we think and that we feel is a product of our brain, which is something that is obvious to some neuroscientists, but not so obvious to most of the people here on this planet. This excerpt is taken from the last chapter entitled Dr. Crick's Sunday Morning Sermon, which is perhaps appropriate for today. General ideas, especially moral ones, impressed on us at an early age, often become deeply embedded in our brains. It can be very difficult to change them. This may help to explain why religious beliefs persist from generation to generation. But how did such ideas originate in the first place? And why do they so often turn out to be incorrect? The very nature of our brains evolved to guess the most plausible interpretation of the limited evidence available makes it almost inevitable that without the discipline of scientific research, we shall often jump to the wrong conclusions, especially about rather abstract matters. Amen.
Yo.